My name is Natalie, aka SM.GLAMBEAUTY, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you're not new, then welcome back. Thanks for being here. So for today's video, it'll be the first of the how-to series. So one of my cousins actually watches me. She's one of my subscribers, and she suggested that I do like a how-to for beginners. So I'm gonna make a series out of it. So today we're gonna focus on the base. That means primer, foundation, correcting, concealer, powder. So yeah, I actually want to mention that there's no right or wrong way to put makeup on. This is just the way that I do it and the way that I've learned how to do my makeup. So it just really depends on your skin and your personal preference, but I hope this helps you guys in any sort of way. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the first step in doing your makeup is to prep your skin. So after you wash your face, you want to go in with a moisturizer. For moisturizer, I used the April Skin Real Carrot Cream Moisturizing and Skin Smoothing Cream. And I do this immediately after I wash my face. And now I'm gonna go in with this sunscreen. You always want to put sunscreen on because it definitely helps with anti-aging. After sunscreen is primer. So there's a lot of primers, different types. There's pore filling primers, there's gripping primers, there's luminous primers, and it all depends on your skin type. I have combination skin, and I usually like going with pore filling primers. I just feel like it just, you know, fills in my pores and gives me a smooth, like, canvas to work on, which I really do like. So I'm gonna go in with the Benefit the Professional Primer, and I'm just gonna put that on my T-zone because my T-zone gets the most oily, and also I have a lot of pores that show on my T-zone, so I just focus it on here. I know a lot of people who use two primers, especially if they're combination skin. They usually do a pore filling primer on their T-zone and then like a gripping primer or a hydrating primer on their cheeks, but I'm not gonna do that today. I like to take the time to put some lip balm on because my lips be chapped, guys. So the next step is correcting, and for correcting I like using these LA Girl Pro Conceal concealers, and I'm gonna go through each color. So green cancels out redness, purple or lavender cancels out yellowness and it also brightens, orange and peach cancel out blue, and it all depends on where the colors lie on the color wheel. I'll post something right here so you guys can have a better understanding. I will also post the color wheel, and basically all it is if you have some redness, green is the opposite of red, so it cancels out. Purple is the opposite of yellow, so that's why that cancels it out. And then red and orange, red and orange, peach and orange are the opposite of blue, so that's why that cancels it out. To correct my face, I'm gonna go in with the peach, and I'm just going to place that on my under eye. I like to correct because I really have bad under eye bags, so it kind of covers that up. I'm gonna use green for these red marks that I have here, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of the green. I'm going to blend that with a beauty sponge. I like color correcting because it neutralizes your face. So once you've color corrected, the next step is foundation. And for foundation, you always want to try your best to match it to your neck. Okay, sometimes I have a hard time doing that because I have a hard time finding my right shade in foundations, but you could always make it work with some concealer and bronzer and stuff like that, but you always do want to try to match it to your neck. So for foundation, I'm going to use my tried and true. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the color Golden Beige. And you could apply these products with a brush or sponge. Lately, I've been liking a brush, well, a specific brush. I like the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, which is really new to me because I usually am ride or die for a sponge. But lately I've been liking that brush. For foundation, you just want to put a little at a time because you don't want your face to feel heavy, especially depending on the foundation. So I'm just putting a little bit, and then if anything, you could always go back and apply more. Also, I want to mention that there are different kinds of foundations. There's dewy foundations, matte foundations. Again, it's just personal preference, and also it depends on your skin type. I am, again, combination skin, so I usually tend to go for matte foundations, just like this one. You also want to blend the foundation down your neck so you don't have like a line, especially if it's not your shade. And the next step is concealer, and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I love this concealer. This is actually my tried and true. Ever since I bought it the first time, I haven't been able to stop using it. And for concealer, you want to go under your eyes and put a little bit at the ends so it can lift up your face. You can also highlight your face, which is just putting the concealer in the middle of your face and some dark spots, dark areas that you usually have, and you just blend. You can use a sponge or a brush, either way works fine. I'm gonna use a sponge. And you want to try not to blend down your concealer because that just makes you highlight your cheeks, which you don't want to highlight your cheeks. I mean, you do, but not with concealer. I'm just going to put whatever I have from my sponge on my lid. Concealer can work as a eyeshadow primer, which I tend to like doing. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is set your concealer with loose setting powder. And you want to do this fast because your under eye tends to crease, at least mine does. And I just use the sponge to push in the powder. I look crazy because my eyebrows are not done, but that's another video. And I'm just pushing the powder at this point to my face. And then I'm going to move on to the other places that I placed and blended the concealer. And then I'm going to use a big powder brush and set my whole face. If you have dry skin, you might not need to set your face. But again, I have combo and I just like you know, being safe. Rather be safe than sorry. And I really try to focus on setting my T-zone because that's where I get the most oily. Ta-da! And that is the base. But if you feel like your face is a little too powdery, you could always go in with setting spray and set your face. And use a sponge to push in the product really lightly. And that is the base. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face and I'll be right back. And I'm back and I did the rest of my face. And yeah, guys, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer you guys, just in case I didn't really answer your questions in the video. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, hit that notification bell so that way you guys are notified every time I upload. And leave a comment on what you guys want to see next, and you'll be featured in my video. By the way, my next video will be focusing on complexion products. So it'll be bronzer, highlighter, and blush. And I'm also going to put eyebrows in there. Or maybe not. I'm not quite sure, but be sure to stick around, and I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.